Good morning. Appreciate that, Tim. We've had a Thursday on a Tuesday, and now a Wednesday on a Tuesday. So we're getting closer to having Tuesday be Tuesday, and so looking forward to that as we get through the season and where we can actually come in here and have an actual Tuesday. Crazy schedule this year with a couple of short weeks, playing on a Thursday and playing on a Friday, but we're excited about going to Boston, and it's another big challenge for us. They always play tough, and every time we go up there, it is always a battle. In fact, we've had 2 or 3 times up there. We've been fortunate to come away with a win, especially a couple of years ago. So we know what we've got in store for us, and have great respect for Boston College. They're a 3-2 football team, but they're I think it was 4th and 20 or 20 something away from being 4-1. I think Georgia Tech on the game-winning drive, I think it was 4th and 20. They converted a pass, and that allowed them to go on and have the game-winning drive there over in Ireland in the first game. So they're a good football team that has improved over the first few games here. Offensively, present a lot of challenges with how they use their personnel. It's going to be a game of adjustments with they have multiple tight ends and fullbacks. I mean, they're a big physical, force the issue, run the football, play action type of a team. And so big challenge for us this week is, first of all, matching their physicality and the mentality that you've got to have to play against an offense like this. And then secondly, because of all the personnel groupings and the formations and the shifts and the motions that they use, you have to make a lot of adjustments, and really be disciplined. We didn't do a very good job of that up there a couple years ago. You may remember we had a couple guys turned loose running wide open, where we were just lucky that they dropped the ball. So we got to do a better job of playing with great discipline on the back end, especially with their play action game. And again, big and physical. This quarterback is very impressive. He transferred. He's a grad transfer from Kentucky. Threw for over 5,000 yards at Kentucky. They play 2 or 3 running backs, and they're all just strong, physical. You better if you try to arm tackle them, it's not happening. You better center them up, and you better have help on the way, because they're just big, strong guys that run the football with authority. Big tight ends. They got 4 starters back in the offensive line, so very experienced up front with what they do with their power schemes and their lead zones and their counters. They'll run the quarterback counters, and do a good job. Quarterback is a very accurate passer. He's a 6'5", 250-plus pound guy, prototypical guy. He's an NFL player. There's no question about it. And he's athletic enough to get him out of trouble. And again, they run him. They'll spread you out and all of a sudden come back and run the quarterback counters with him. But very impressed with what they're doing. And then outside of the 2 leading receivers, number 6 and number 3, good players. Number 83 is a 230-pound wideout, big kid, 6'4", 6'5" guy. So we've got great challenge up in Boston. And then you flip over and you look at their defense, and it's the same old Boston College. It just seems, I don't know where these guys come from, but it's the same old Boston College. They're number 1 in the nation in total defense again this year. They finished the year last year number 1 in total defense. Alabama was 3rd. Just to kind of put that in perspective for you, I mean, it's a really stout defense. Big, strong, physical defensive linemen that gobble people up. They've got some fast twitch guys on the edge. Number 7, I think he's got 7 sacks coming off the edge. 2 of the best linebackers that we've seen on tape, 28 and 13. They're active. It's Boston College always has great linebackers, and it just seems as long as I've been at Clemson and we've been playing these guys, just turn on the film every year and they've got outstanding play at linebacker. And then they've got 4 veterans back in the secondary. Do have a new defensive coordinator. But you know, this is a confident bunch over there on the defensive side. You know, again, another big challenge for us as we continue to try to, you know, improve our team each and every week. Another tough defense, just like we saw last week. I think they're 7th in the nation in in rush defense. They're number 1 in the nation in pass defense. So good football team all the way around, and again, looking forward to going up to Boston. Also, I don't know who put this on here, but I didn't really know what the red bandana game was, and Tom Rinaldi, who wrote this book, actually gave me a copy and told me about it the other day, but I didn't really know what it was all about. So I did a little research and watched some video, and man, it's just unbelievable. One of the most inspirational stories I've ever seen or heard about. And the particular video I watched was just powerful. I guess ESPN did it. It was just powerful. And you know, as a father of 3 sons, and knowing the love that you have for your children, and how fast it goes, how fast they grow up, and you know, the memories that you have in your mind of your kids, watching his mom and dad on that video, just, oh man, it just brought me to my knees, and it really did. And it's a real honor to be able to play in a game like this, in a moment where it just, I guess, according to the schedule, worked out to where this is the game that they chose to be the red bandana game. And again, I think it's an inspiration. You know, you talk about a real hero. And for me, it was kind of hit personal too, because I took my family to New York this summer. We got a chance to go to a Yankees game, and I wanted to take my boys over to where the trade centers were in the memorial. And we actually went to the top of I think it's called the Freedom Towers now. We went to the top, the 100th floor, and you know, you still could see down and see where the trade centers were. And I mean, it was a powerful just time for me and my family. You know, 'cause obviously my kids were younger, and it was something that I wanted them to know about. And you see the memorial and the stories. It's and then you hear about a young man like Wells Crowder. I mean, it's just powerful, and I think it's awesome that BC. He played at BC, played lacrosse. I believe it was lacrosse. Was it lacrosse or field hockey? Lacrosse at BC. And, you know, I think that's one of the great attributes that sports instills in young people, is that team, and that, you know, that take action mindset. You know, you just kind of wired that way, and it's just unbelievable what he did, and to hear the people speak about how he saved their lives, and they didn't know who he was. You know, he just reacted and took action, and I don't know how many lives that he saved, and he could have left, but he went back. I mean, it really is unbelievable, inspirational story. So we look forward to being a part of that moment as well, with all the Boston College folks. We got a lot of respect for BC. I think Steve Adazio is one of the great men of college football, first of all, especially if I've got a chance to get to know him, sit in meetings with him. I don't think there's a more passionate coach, a guy that loves the game more, a guy that loves his players more, and a guy that's about the right things than Coach Adazio. And then just the relationship we have with Boston College. You know, I think there's a great respect from the Clemson side to the BC side, and a game we look forward to every year. And this year is just even more special to be a part of in honoring this young man here that is a true American hero. And with that, I'll take the questions.
Coach, you want